Hey friends.
Hey everybody.
We were just reading comments.
Oh my gosh.
Episode whatever it was.
19.
Oops.
And the scene of
Sorry,
the
I just wanted to click that before it went away.
pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Keep talking.
So where we read the card and then
Thought we died.
Thought we died, but we just fainted and we reloaded.
So for those of you who haven't seen all the comments,
Holy shit! Thank you.
we thought we died, but we didn't actually die. Psych! The game psyched us out.
Yeah. So thanks for letting us know because we would have never fucking known.
No.
So I'm. Thanks for having our backs.
It was a very. I mean, it comes up saying Disco Elysium, you know, like it. Anyway, and like in our defense, I'm pretty sure I thought the way the game was like, there's nothing in the reptilian voice. Like I thought that was how the game itself started.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyway, we will investigate that, but we're going to finish this wee sequence first.
Yeah.
And thank you for letting us know.
Have the card. Yeah.
Pretty sure we did. We didn't throw it out, did we? We'll find out.
I don't know.
Well,
you wanted to throw it out, and I didn't, so I can't remember whether you
I
did.
think we would remember what happened if we threw it out.
True. Okay, so here we are. We're at the car. We've had this like bonding moment with Kim.
It's at the scene of a party. The fire pit, cigarettes, and empty bottles all evidence it. The scene of the crime.
Or it looks like a whole lot of folks
shit.
partied
It was just
here.
us. It was just us. Go for it.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Say the top one, but I'm pretty sure it's us. It looks like we've had a couple of party goers here.
Looks like it.
This was some kind of theatre to them, a circus production by a great clown.
Love it.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Oh, he's like, stop trying to shame yourself out.
So is there anything else here we could touch before we move on?
No, it doesn't look like it.
I really enjoyed this
holding tab.
sequence where we hung out with Kim before.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like a little beautiful moment amongst the like shame.
It was. A creaking ahead, a broken axle
that's
grinder. So we're
just
heading
telling
back to town, right?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't found the drunks yet,
No.
but you wanted to go back to town for stuff.
Yes. The underside of the boat has been recently tarred.
I'm just like, I just want to see how far we can
quick
go.
travel unlocked.
Oh, fisherman shacks.
Whatever that means, we can quick travel back.
Can I talk to this person?
Oh, well, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, no, but we're having a collaborative playthrough. As of before we started recording was like, because we were at her place for a change, and she was like,
Hi, officer.
do you want to play or shall I? And in my head I was like, if Izza plays, she's definitely going to go and fight Measurehead.
So would see, when you play, all that means is I have to convince you to do it.
I love this lady's look,
Yeah.
although I'm pretty sure if you had hooks hanging off your ears, they would hurt yourself, but you know, maybe they're dulled. A woman stands in a raincoat on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Amazing.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Illisible.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
The questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Okay,
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
that's fair.
Ask her about the cool sword.
Yes.
Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story.
Lol, lol, lol.
It's to intimidate folks mostly.
Hold on. Do you know how to use it? Or it is imposing. I want to do that one. Nod. Mm-hmm.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need an intimidation tactic?
That makes me think. That makes me wonder what the gun control laws are in River Shoal, because I feel like in countries where guns are common,
More readily
in America.
accessible.
People are more likely to have a gun for self-defense, whereas in countries where guns are not readily accessible, people are more likely to have knives or something like that.
Something
because,
else.
A, that's all they can get their hands on, and B, they're like, if you bring a knife to a gunfight, you're going to die. But if you bring a knife to a knife fight, you might just,
Yeah,
even odds.
It's an interesting question. For the record, friends, guns are fairly regulated and difficult to get hold of. Well, can be here, and anyway.
Yeah.
So.
You can't really you can get hunting rifles, but you can't really get handguns or automatic weapons in New
You can
Zealand.
definitely get bits and pieces, but people just don't.
Yeah, there's guns and like the gangs and stuff have more access to illegal firearms, but in general, you wouldn't see someone holding a gun if you walk down the street
Never.
ever.
No.
The only places I've ever seen guns are on farms.
And I've seen them on military bases, so we used to live close to one.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, just for the record, just if you're interested, that's
Yeah.
what you might see around Aotearoa, New Zealand. Okay, why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Can we ask to borrow the sword? I kind of want it. Well, we do have to fight Measurehead soon.
Oh my gosh.
Do you notice the language change here where I was saying, like, we do have to fight and what's going to happen?
That's some psych shit there. I see what you're up to. Can I borrow the sword?
No, I'm afraid not. Attempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check, you would put me in an early grave.
I don't want to ask this question.
I don't
It feels
either. So
weird.
where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Is this another missing husband? Are all husbands in this game missing?
Yes. Oh, hang on. We've got a weight question. So perhaps we want to, maybe we want to ask the weight question first because that usually
Sure.
gives a little bit of extra dialogue before
Yeah.
we move on. Yeah.
Wait, why? If they're thick-headed,
Yes, I enjoyed the way he bled.
It's hard to say if it's a joke.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
where is your husband now?
Gone.
Sounds like a missing persons case. I'm into it. Yeah.
He disappeared? Sounds like a missing persons
It
case.
absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
Kim's like, no, we've had enough of this shit.
No. There's nothing to find. He's dead. Lost to the waves.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Okay, look, hang on. I do like how Unhinged 3 is, but 2 is kind of how you might...
Talk if you're a real person?
Yes,
And
like-
then this is like me being really curious. So what do we want to say?
I'm okay with any of them.
That's bad. What
Who
happened?
knows? Maybe he fell over. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there drunk like a skunk, and
yeah.
sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
So the answer is we don't know.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
I'm creaking up because I just read the first option.
Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death. As if. We're not constantly fucking dying. Or not dying, as the case may have it. You should have thrown yourself in the waves after him? What? I guess that's what like a tragic heroine would do, right? Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? Or it's healthy to let go and move on. You got to keep the wheels spinning. I'm keen for 3 or 1. What's your feeling?
Yeah, just before we move on, number 2, I just watched a show called, a movie called, can't remember exactly what it was called, but it was about Padmavati, like a queen. It's from a story, right?
Okay.
And I'll tell you about it because number 2 just reminded me of that, which is like tragic.
Okay.
Maybe that's spoilers, friends, but
Spoilers for this random movie that I can't remember the name of.
Yeah. Okay, so I kind of like 1 or 3.
Same. I'm going to say this because I feel like in my heart, I'm wanting Harry to move on from his grief.
I kind of like 1 for being...
Unhinged?
Yeah.
Click
I
it.
don't. But us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy.
Yep.
I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on.
I find the concept of an appropriate amount of time for mourning really bizarre.
Yes.
Because I feel like people who have experienced like a really tragic death sometimes feel like they have to move on. And it's like, why should you? Like, you know, like, I mean, obviously you, like, there's the pressures of life and that's hard to manage when you're dealing with a whole lot of grief. But I also feel like there's this imaginary concept in society of what the appropriate amount of mourning is, and that
Yes.
people should feel like they should.
Getting on with things. And kind of contrary as well, like... in that morning you should be doing it in certain ways and be presenting yourself in certain ways, and if you're not doing that, then you're not being a good grieving
You're a
survivor
big mess or whatever.
yeah so
It's
yeah
just like, if you need to mourn for 20 years, then mourn for 20 years. There's no set parameters.
and it looks different along that entire process, and it's not linear. And I listened to a podcast about grief where I can't fucking remember what it was called, maybe the Happiness Lab, something like that. No, it wasn't that. Anyway, it was basically don't shit on yourself and don't let anyone else shit on you either. Like, don't.
As it says that all the time now. We shouldn't shit
do.
ourselves.
Which is, I think, for me, that's why I keep telling people it's good advice. It's just like, don't, just
Don't
do
put
what you need
walls
to
around
do.
yourself when you're going through something really intense.
Yeah. I was just wondering if I could find the name of Terrible. Thanks for asking. That's the name of the podcast.
Terrible, thanks for asking.
There you go.
Okay.
Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She glances at the village where 2 little kids are playing with what look like rocks.
Yeah.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her.
Okay.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better,
Oh,
drunk.
no.
Ask her. Both
No.
of you could need some action.
Holy shit. Oh, it's heroic.
Heroic.
Is it white or red?
And we've got -6 because we don't know a good spot yet. We can explore the coast before we attempt this.
And Kim's presence makes it awkward.
Okay, so we could explore the coast and then come in the night when Kim's asleep.
Yes.
Or away, because we're going to send them away. That's what we were going to
Send
do in this
away.
episode.
So, but make sure we explore the coast first. Yeah.
And then we can ask her out.
Okay, great. Sounds good. I'm looking for someone maybe you can help.
Yeah. Or is that... So is that... I'm looking for someone... Maybe
No.
you can help. Or is that... I'm looking for someone... Maybe you can help.
No, yeah, I think it's the second. But I
Okay.
like the interpretation.
Let's just threw me for a second.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Oh, the cryptozoologists. Oh,
Yeah.
the working class. Okay, yeah, sorry. Cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
Oh, I like the bottom one. People who look for animals in mainstream, the scientists deny exist.
Yeah.
Aha. Like snowmen.
Yeah. Like Yetis,
2
right?
odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Wait, the like?
Right. Not only snowmen,
Yes,
also
yes.
green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
This sounds like our people.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Where did they go? I love that. It's just like conceptualization is just like, yeah, it's fucked and I love it. Where did they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess.
Okay, nice.
I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
Yes.
A working class husband.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. Could do with some landed gentry, but apparently they don't make those anymore.
Husband isn't for me. I'm looking for him for his wife.
Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right
Well,
now.
how can I assist you then, officer?
So we've got 2 more options we can ask her, which is what do you do around here and is that your boat?
All right, let's start with this one. What do
Yeah.
you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now, I'm tarring a little skiff.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Yeah.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Okay.
Says don't ask the romantic one. This rhetoric is telling us not to ask the romantic one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. What have you found?
Yes.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
That happened here a little while ago, didn't it?
Did it? I missed
There was
that.
there was a. Oh no, it wasn't here. I saw it on TikTok or something like that. You know, that sciencey guy that does all the sciencey things. Anyway, I can't remember his name. Something Green.
Oh, John Green.
John Green?
No, Hank. It's Hank.
Hank Green.
John's
Yeah.
the writer. Hank.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Hank.
There was a mysterious orb had washed up on the beach, and the government had gone to like check it out, and everyone was like, mysterious orb, and he was like, okay, calm down everyone, it's just a buoy. But also, the reason why the government has to check it out is sometimes they can be those old sea mines.
Oh, yeah.
Mysterious orb.
The types of mines that you find in video games with the little like pressure points all over the outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
Actually, the other thing I was going to say is what did happen here in New Zealand just like a couple of weeks ago, we're in April, by the way, was I think a foot washed up somewhere.
Holy shit, missed that as well.
I only know about this because my mum listens to the radio, you know, she always gets the mainstream news. And everyone was like, oh no, a foot. And I can remember the last time a foot washed up ashore, which was like 8 years ago or something like this, and everyone was like, oh no, there's been a murder and somebody's chopped a human up and chucked them into the sea.
Sure.
And they were like waiting to find out what the murder was, right? But what came out later in the news was that it's actually not that uncommon for like a foot to wash up on the shore, because people die at sea and their bodies fall apart in the ocean and they get like eaten by fish and stuff like that, and particularly feet, because they're often in a shoe.
Are buoyant, are they?
Well, they don't fall apart because they're in a shoe, and then a foot will just wash up, or a hand will just wash up or something like that, and everyone's always like, a murder, but actually it's usually just like
Something less.
much less sinister. Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. There's some random information about feet in the ocean. Okay, bottles, drugs also, lost cargo, wood and glass, sure.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
Okay, hang on. So our options are, and we only get one. I need to know about those human bodies. A mine, the RCM could use a mine. Where is it? Drugs, I need info on this. Major narc.
Point to ourselves. Yeah.
This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? And then I think the last one is not really an option. Okay, enough about this place. I kind of want to ask the one about the mine.
Okay. Just for curiosity's sake.
Yeah.
I was curious about this just in case it could lead us to the drug thing that's going on at the moment, but I also feel like calling ourselves a major narc is kind of like not going to endear us to this lady.
Yeah.
But I'm open to anything.
Okay.
You want to go with mine?
Please. Thank you.
Well, the RCM has to wait for another one because some army folks came by, took it in the middle of the bay and blew it up. The blast was surprisingly timid for such a huge spiky thing.
Spiky must have been a naval contact mine.
We're smart.
Okay, so our last option to ask is number 3, which is, so I take it that's your skiff, and point at the overturned boat.
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Great, and that's
Okay,
it.
cool.
So we want to investigate the coast, and then when Kim is gone, Come and ask her if she wants to go on a date with us, basically, right?
Yeah. I mean, even with +7, I suspect we might not do very well.
No.
I think it'll be hilarious no matter what.
Can I
right?
just see what the what's the
Suggestion.
suggestion? Okay, cool.
Be seeing ya.
It's a white
Thanks
sheet
very
though,
much.
so
What
we
is
can
this?
always try it.
What are these doing in the fish? What are these?
Yes, boots.
Yeah! Perception.
Love
Nice.
that for us. So what's the plan right now?
Well, remember how we have to send Kim off?
We do. Do we want to investigate the shore before we send Kim away?
Sure. I'm just putting these on because I feel like it. Oh, they're not as cool.
They're great. They're fine.
Um,
Do we need to investigate the shore a little bit more before we send him away? Because then we've pre-done that. So when he's gone,
yeah.
we can
Sure,
ask her
if you
on a
wanna do
date.
that. So it's 11 o'clock. We need to send him away before the end of the day, I think is what we
Yes.
figured out.
And we thought we might be able to sort of game the system a little bit by sending him away just before the end of the day, right?
Yeah, we were hoping we could do that. The boat is floating freely in the water, unmoored.
Okay.
Walk faster!
The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the cup.
Okay, we cannot get in the water, which I'm not surprised by. Box!
Yeah.
70 cents!
We're well on our way to being able to afford our room
Another
tonight.
night. Although we have learnt that we can sleep on a bench if the situation calls for it. I love that we just like stole these boots off this lady.
It's locked tight.
But can we see in the window?
You can't see into the house when you're single.
Fine, be that
Great
way.
question. Oh, there's another person.
There's a little babushka down here.
The woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataract.
Look at us with her fucking torch in her eyes.
But how does she know you're here?
Because we have shined a torch in her eyes.
This one?
Yeah, lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer.
Yeah, I was going to say, most
We
people with
don't cause
cataracts
any
can
trouble
see.
around here.
They just can't see in the
And we
centre of their
don't
field of
want
vision.
any trouble either.
I didn't know that.
We
about
are not
cataracts.
here to cause any trouble, madame.
Sorry. The second one was we're cops. We're always this click, click, bang, bang. And then what he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. I don't feel like either of those are great options.
Yeah.
So maybe go the click, click, bang, bang.
Okay.
No, you're not.
Ah.
I've seen you around here before.
What?
12 years ago.
Oh.
You didn't raise any hell. You were quite helpful, actually. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
What?
Ooh, I've been here
I've
before.
been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another.
Shit.
Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
She points to the building behind
Has
her.
it been locked this whole time? Is there a corpse in
He
there?
was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
Like a jail?
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
Okay.
What kind of ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
So we've got two options. I am an ill omen, all right? Or if I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
I feel like we are an ill omen.
I think we possibly are.
You're not. No one around here considers that an ill omen. People would have told us.
They sound mad at us.
Kim! He was not impressed by that at all.
No.
Maybe they are afraid.
I do
Why?
think that Kim, for all that he is a realist, I think he is quietly proud of being in the RCM.
I think you're right.
Why are they afraid?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
That's fair.
I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. and not a lot of houses or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Yeah. Can we have a cheaper place to live?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take
She just
it
said it
as
was
a
a free room.
gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Hang on. There's this guy, Gart, who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out of the cold.
Do you want me to say that?
Yes.
That's exactly how we get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours.
But why isn't anyone using the room?
Because there's nobody here.
My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
Should we just check with her again? So I can just have the room.
Aye. The room is pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and roof over it. That's more than some folks have around here.
I love all of these. I'm just going to read them out. It would help me stay in touch with the proletariat. Or nod, this could be the first chapter of my rags to riches memoir. Or now this is real Rivisholian hospitality. That Gart must be half, or
I don't know.
racist slur or something. Unfortunate that incremental development hasn't elevated this neighborhood yet. I see potential here. We're talking about gentrification. And I don't need much. This sounds just fine.
I kind of like 1 or 2. What do you reckon?
Yeah, same. I'm going to say 1.
Okay.
You best not be plotting another revolution under my roof.
Yes, we
You
are.
barely got through the last one. But the room, do you want it?
We sure do. We're going to save ourselves $20
Heaps of
fucking
money.
dollars a
Yeah,
day.
you got yourself a tenant.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the
Oh.
police.
Okay.
I mean, we might. I'm sorry. I don't know. I can't promise you
A
anything.
key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
It's a free shack, Kim.
It's a free shack. What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
Okay.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Wow.
I can say this place is pornographically poor. Or what do we got here? There's got to be something interesting here. Who lives in this village? Is there a way to make a little money around here?
I'm fine with any of those, really.
I'm going to ask this because I'm actually less concerned about us and more concerned about, like, how does anybody make their income around here?
Here, for you, no officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Uh-huh.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Yes, so yeah, we've found some of those already.
Yes. Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now.
Oh,
break
we went
into their
past it.
And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Okay. I was going to say, if they're the drunks, I might be hanging out with.
Oh, a missing husband. Yeah.
Yeah, I met Lillian already.
Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
Hey, it's raining.
Oh, nice.
I haven't seen any drunks yet, though.
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
There's got to be something here. Tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them, an overgrown park.
The pox? What's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses, shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Should we ask the top one? Well, it's not even an ask, it's a statement. The place is pornographically poor.
Okay.
The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
Yeah, right.
She smiles cryptically.
Riddles. Fits with the general ambiance here.
Aye. Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing.
I'm lost too.
Oh, it seems to be a common theme these days.
I think I'm in the process of finding myself again.
Isn't that what people always think when they are lost?
Yeah, well,
Something I can do for you to find your way, officer?
I think that's it.
yeah.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church,
I wanna go
the
to that church.
DeLorean Church of Humanity.
DeLorean?
It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes.
Couldn't we see when we used the binoculars? Didn't we see something in front of the church, like a banner, or we saw something?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Something.
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
What else is down on the coast? Oh,
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Okay.
which is it then? Apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place.
Ah.
It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Who'd want to come to a fish market here? Or that's it, there's got to be more along the coast?
That one?
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans?
No.
If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End.
Okay.
Okay, so from this, there's lots of places to explore.
Yeah.
I just remembered that when we first crossed over the bridge, Kim was like, today's not the day for this.
He kind of did say that, didn't he?
We need to sort out the body
Yeah, for
case
sure.
first.
And I was kind of hoping that we would get a good chance to speak to the lady without Kim there. But given that we're going to be staying here,
Yeah.
I think we'll probably have some
have
opportunities
more
without,
opportunities for that later. So
possibly.
let's park that for a future thing.
Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible.
I think Harry is up for that challenge.
I think so too.
And now
We got a
we
crowbar.
know everything there is to know about this coast.
But what about her? Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Said he.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Oh.
So we can be sad about saying our name is Raphael, or we can tell her our actual name.
Let's just tell her her name.
Okay.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harriet Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Yeah. Goodbye, I'm off.
I'm off. So now we can get into this house. Let's have a look at what our new bedroom is like.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Hopefully this won't
I'll wait
send Kim
outside
off.
to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night.
Yep.
We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Okay.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Okay, hopefully this won't make him think it's the end of the day. I'm just going to save it just in case.
Well, he did just say, I'll let you check out your arrangements.
Yeah. I just,
Yeah.
Ooh, this is fancier than our current house.
Well, because we messed up the hotel room so bad.
Yeah.
You see the waves, the sea, a church. Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from 39.
It's an old almanac.
The intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth.
Oh, that's nice.
The floorboards creak under your step.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
Okay.
Listen.
Listen.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
I'm interested that there's no mirror in here, so we can't continue to check out the expression.
That's true. I mean, we can go back to the other place.
Is this place to you?
Ooh.
Okay. Our options are my new hangout where I could silently sit, drink, and die while looking at the waves roll in. My forward base for the coastal part of the operation. It's free, that's good enough, I could live here. And looks like this is my new home. Wonder where the old one went.
I'm keen on 3 or 4, or 2 at a push, but not 1.
I was keen on 2 and maybe 4.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go with this one.
Yeah.
4. Wonder where the old one
Westward,
went.
across the canal, towers the whirling in rags. Door number 1 on the second floor is locked. Behind it lies a trashed room. 1 floor below, behind a counter, stands an irritable man.
I was more interested in like our actual home before the whirling.
Yeah, that's what I
In a
thought.
small shack in the fishing village, a baroque heater hums quietly, emanating a sense of comforting warmth. A wash basin lies on the table, the water inside reflecting the somber face of the world. Far away, on the
Here we
corner of
go.
Petition and the Main, a nondescript building, obscured in a haze. It's vacant and lost, just like its tenant.
I love this. Thank you, Strange Sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Oh, no, wait, I changed my mind. I want to choose again. I like our option.
I like this, yeah.
Outside,
interesting.
the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
It's interesting. It gave us the option to go back and change it.
Yeah.
Look under the floorboards.
Ooh. Can we do that now?
Can we do that?
Can we?
I don't think so. But let's
Do we need to
interact
equip the
with-
pry bar in our hands?
On
Maybe.
the table, you see a bowl of
Maybe.
water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror.
Oh, we
Street
do have a
razor
mirror.
soaks inside the wash basin.
Can we get off our mutton chops?
Yes. Let's go. Is it white?
Oh, we wanted to wash the death smell off
Oh,
ourselves.
we did. Let's do
Let's
that.
start with that.
Thank God you didn't go in there barehanded. Death smell is notoriously difficult to get off yourself and your clothes, though. And cleaning up takes a while.
Took like half an hour off. That's fine.
But man persists. And after 15 minutes pass, you look almost
Hey,
presentable.
we got morale back.
Yay.
The sudden absence of the morbid dead tissue smell instantly lifts your spirits.
Nice.
Fantastic. I'm going to do this first because
Okay.
it might help this.
Yes.
So
it's
it is
shaving.
shaving the right
The
call.
water reflects back A vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red. Hair unkempt. Wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic.
What if we don't like what's under there? I guess we can always grow it back. All right.
Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
It's even odds. We may fuck ourselves up.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves.
So I feel like the top one we're going to injure ourselves.
Yeah, I really think so too. So shall we leave it for now?
Yeah, and then we can come back.
We can come back to it. Leave it for now.
Thank God, I would have cut your throat.
Ooh.
Okay. So we need put points into specifically hand-eye coordination.
Look, that's fair.
I love this. I hope that that's actually what would have happened.
Shit.
I would cut your throat.
Cool.
Okay. I'm very happy about this.
Should we just finish looking around the room and then call it a net, maybe?
Oh yeah, shit. I feel like this whole time in my head I've been like, we've got to go back, and so
No. We're just going with it.
I will equip the pry bar though, because I think your idea of checking under the floorboards might be a thing.
Oh well.
No.
Maybe we can access it from the outside.
From the outside.
Or something.
Is this a mirror?
An old mirror hangs in the room. You see the reflection
So we
of
can
your
still do
face
the
in it,
expression.
adorned with the
What else we got? Yeah, that. Logic.
A new jacket?
Do we want to put it on now?
I'm so excited about it. I just want to see what it looks like.
Oh, yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay, I got to put the disco boots back on because I really feel like they. and what's some cooler gloves? Let's put some. Oh no, that looks too cool. That looks like almost normal.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm loving it.
Okay. So.
Okay, I don't actually want that to be our outfit though. We want the shivers because we love
Shivers is going
Shivers.
well, I think.
And I think also a lot of you were really enjoying Shivers, so that's quite nice as well.
Yeah, someone also mentioned that Half-Light is also showing some interesting bits and pieces.
Okay, well we can leave those gloves on because we don't need the interface in plus right now. Those give us perception. These give us
Composure. Let's take perception for now, I would say. It's
I
probably
think so
a good
too
idea.
because we're like looking around, right? Cool.
All right. Should we just finish looking in here? I'm thinking this might be a good place to leave it.
Okay. I presume if we click on the bed, we go to sleep?
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Not yet.
No time to rest. Okay, well let's hop outside, see if Kim says anything to us the minute we get out, and then hang fire for the next episode.
Inside you hear the cozy sound of some kind of heating, sputtering.
Yeah.
I think this is absolutely a great place to be staying.
Yeah. And we're going to
Please.
finally get to save up money for other things.
Thanks, fuck.
Which I'm very excited about. Because we know that Kuno wants like $200 for the special pants.
Oh.
So, I was kind of like, how the hell are we going to ever save up that much money?
Yeah. Thank you, kind lady.
Yeah, what a lovely lady.
All right.
So, next episode, we're going to send Kim off. I feel like there was something that we were going to do before we sent Kim off, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was.
Yes, that's why we kept him round
Yeah.
for something.
Yeah.
Great, cool. Can't remember what that is.
I think when it said we were going to send him away, it was like
We can't do
it'll
main.
make it harder for you to like question people
Or
if you
just-
don't have Kim with you.
I don't know if it might have been question people, but it was just doing main quests.
Doing your
and-
job.
Yeah.
So
Look-
that's why we were going to try and like do stuff until towards the end of the day.
I think we've got shit tons we can do without Kim, so we should just send him away.
I'm like way at the other end of that.
Well, we didn't need him at all
We don't know what we needed him for or not what we didn't need him for.
yeah.
Okay, I'll stop because there's just like infinite things to click on.
There are.
We're going to stop, maybe have a cup of tea.
Have a
maybe
cup of tea?
bake some cookies.
Maybe cookies, maybe have some chocolate.
Do you have chocolate?
I still have some Butler's chocolate. Not Butler's, Bohemian.
Well.
Friends,
We're going to go straight into the next episode.
We
so,
will.
Any advice you give us on this one, we won't get until the one after this one, after the next one.
Yeah, we're going to record a couple. And don't fret, we haven't forgotten about the card. It's just on the to-do list.
What card?
Oh, we have forgotten about the card. No, the card that everyone told us about where we died but didn't die.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
and-
so we can... So, hang on. We can establish for ourselves, at least, whether we actually chucked that away. Is it hanging
back
out,
at-
or is it still inside the ledger?
Might still be inside the ledger, potentially.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board.
Slide
With
open the hidden
permanent-
drawer.
Without resistance.
Okay, we've still got it. We've still got it. We've still got
The
it.
two panels move
So,
against each other.
yeah.
The compartment is now open. Inside, you see 2 ticket
Maybe we do that when we
stubs
come back.
and
Maybe we do that when we come
a
back.
We'll leave it open.
postcard.
Friends, we're going to leave it there. Hope you had fun. We certainly did.
And we'll catch you next time.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.